Today we're talking about how to manifest the big stuff. Here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and live your dreams. I'm Darienne, your certified spiritual coach and singer-songwriter. I think I need to clarify that from here on out, from Darienne Empire. And today we're going to actually do a Q&A, Freedom Friday Q&A. The reason I felt the need to preface with my title, who I am, maybe I'll start putting my name here. I do it in the intro because I don't think people understand that the advice that I give is radical and it's spiritual and it's from a high vibe place and not a very low vibe place. So I think some people may have gotten confused recently in some recent videos about the type of advice that I give. So if you have come here to get really radical, high vibe, awesome advice to free yourself and live your dreams, then you've come to the right place, my friend, and to be entertained by my goofy ass. Okay, so we got a question from Jade F. I do not know how to pronounce her last name, so I'm not even going to try. But Jade asked in one of my videos, what if I want to manifest something quite big? And she asked if she does the formula that I provided on my How to Instantly Manifest Anything You Want video, which was, I think, like a 5-step formula. I don't know, that's a very old video. Formula still works though. But this is a question that a lot of people ask, and I really have been sitting with this and wanting to provide you guys with really what I always want to give is something that is channeled and inspired through me. I don't want to try to come up with the best answer myself. I want to be given the answer from spirit. And so I want to know within what really feels right. And I got to a point where I got an answer that felt really right to be able to share. And, you know, a 20-minute video isn't going to give you all of the answers on how to manifest the big stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I was giving you guys, the people that are going to watch this video, exactly what you need to hear in this moment. And so that is why I follow my intuition and I trust what downloads I am given, however you want to see that. So the first thing I want to go into is talk about one of the things that Abraham Hicks, and I love me some Abraham Hicks. I'm actually going to see Abraham in Philadelphia in October. So if you're coming, let me know and we'll link up. But so one of the things that Abraham says very, very often is there's no difference, and I'm paraphrasing, between creating a button and a castle. The only difference for you is that you think the castle is really big and the button is really small. And so, you know, a lot of times, a lot of us read The Secret and we said, I'm going to start manifesting parking spots because that's really easy. And the truth is, the difference between the big stuff and the easy small stuff, like manifesting a parking spot or manifesting $5 worth versus $5 million or something like that. The difference between those is your resistance to them. So I wanted to, I was trying to figure out exactly what Jade was talking about. And I know that a lot of you have had this question about manifesting the big stuff. And I understand, and I want to try to cover all grounds. And I think a lot of you could be trying to manifest something big, like maybe a big thing to you is a car or a house or even your dream car or your dream house. And then maybe the big stuff to other people is like this huge experience. So for me, it's building my empire. and having this huge empire where I have thousands of people that come to see me, that come to gain wisdom from me, hear my concerts that I put on, live music. I'm a singer-songwriter. You know, it's this big, huge dream, and I have this huge team of people working for me, and there's all these details that go into that. So there's the very cut and dry big stuff, like I want that house. And then there's the other big stuff that's like, I want this huge, I basically want to create a whole new life. So I really want to go into as much as I can with those two. So the reason it's not happening now is because you have resistance to it. And it's a little bit easier to say it's not happening when you're not behind that wheel in that car that you're driving. It's easier to say that than, you know, my big experience is happening because for me, for instance, I see it happening gradually. My subscriber list is growing. My music is getting out there. You know, just having more followers, having more opportunities, it's all sort of arising. So there might still be resistance in that big I am, you know, this big CEO of this huge, you know, empire, versus I'm on my way there. Rather than that thing that you want to manifest, it's a little bit more difficult. What will happen is if you want to manifest this car, you'll start seeing that car everywhere. And that actually is sort of you being on your way. That's you starting to manifest it. And it comes in little ways like that. So the real key is to address the resistance that you have. Why do you have resistance? So it's really doing that exercise of self-awareness. Where is the resistance from? Is it, you know, the car or the house that you want to manifest, or even the person or whatever? Let's use the car or the house for instance. So what's the fear around it? Is there, oh my God, I want this car so bad, but it's so expensive and I can't afford it. Okay, that's resistance. But I could afford it, but you know, I don't want to be lumped into a loan. That's resistance. I could afford it and I don't mind the loan and I could get it, but my friends are going to think I think I'm better than everybody. And that's resistance. And people that have nice things, well, they're just materialistic. And there's all these beliefs that we have around the things that we want and don't have, and that is why we don't have it, because there are all of these beliefs that are resisting what we desire. And as far as the experience that we want to, the big giant experience, for instance, my building my empire, I'm wanting to have that empire. As far as that is concerned, there's one thing that Abraham Hicks says very often. And like I said, I love me some Abraham. It took me like a year to actually understand anything they were saying. but I got it now, and I still love listening and still trying to simplify it for you guys. So one of the things that Abraham says is, would you want to have every single meal you will ever have in your life all at once? Of course not, because then you couldn't enjoy it. So when you're manifesting something as big as me, for instance, I'm manifesting this big empire. I don't want the empire all at once. I want to enjoy what it feels like to reach, you know, you guys know that if you don't know, I have a contest for coming up for when I hit 5,000 subscribers. I'm like 800 away, which to some people may seem like a lot, but it's actually moving very quickly. So I'm not so far. And the victory of being able to experience that 5,000 when I hit 5,000, and you know, my goal is like 1 million, and to really even supersede that. But to be able to, if I think about that million, let's say I've reached that million, okay? I can look back and I can say, remember when I reached 5,000 and that was like a huge deal for me? And I can think about that and enjoy that. And I just enjoy the process of learning. You know, I have 2 YouTube channels. I have thoroughly enjoyed this process of learning about YouTube. Now, tomorrow, actually, when you guys will be watching this, it will have been yesterday, but tomorrow, August 18th, is YouTube Creator Day in New York. And I have been invited to my very first YouTube event, and I'm so freaking excited. And one day it's going to be VidCon, and if you know what that is, and I'm so excited for that. But the process getting to it is it's something that I thoroughly enjoy, and when I'm enjoying it, there is so much less resistance to, I don't have 1 million subscribers, I need to get to 1 million subscribers, right? My camera is starting, my light is starting to die, the battery in it, so hopefully my lighting's not crazy. Let me check. Yeah, I'm okay so far. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to, this was the thing that really came to me, okay? So how do you, let's first say this. How do you remove that resistance? How do you deal with that resistance? One of the greatest ways that I love so much is EFT, emotional freedom techniques. I do some EFT tapping on a couple of my videos. You can search on YouTube pretty much EFT for anything. It's basically acupressure tapping. I'm actually trained in level 1 and 2, so my people that do one-on-one coaching with me, I do EFT with. So if that's something that you're interested in, of course you can go to DariAwakened.com. I'm still working on all my websites, and you can contact me. In the description below, there's a place to submit questions. And if, you know, one-on-one coaching, and really if you guys have a lot of blocks and you really are interested in one-on-one coaching, definitely hit me up. And if my style doesn't work for you, I know hundreds of spiritual coaches and life coaches of all walks of life that could help you. So that's a really big one. I have videos out there. One, making a focus wheel, is a really great one. My video on Abraham Hicks focus wheel is a great one to access with helping with some of that resistance. And you just need to clean up your vibrations and really know that it's coming. So just like Christmas morning, you know Christmas is coming, right? And you're excited about it and you get prepared for it. And try to get into that space about it rather than the resistance. And if you can't, then something like EFT and that focus wheel, those are really great exercises. So the other really big thing, the thing that really came to me and I was inspired to talk to you guys about, because I don't really claim to be an expert. I probably know a lot more than a lot of people that are watching these videos just because I'm trained and experienced and this is my line of work. But, you know, I'm not really saying anything different than anybody else, but I employ the true expert, and that is spirit. And I think that when you can learn to employ the true expert in life, which is God, spirit, the universe, creative energy, whatever your source, whatever you want to call it, that's really where you're going to get the true expertise and the real stuff. So one of the things that I was called to do in the last few days, and I've been dealing with a lot of stress. I'm going through the whole custody, child support. I'm choosing not to call it a battle because I know that we use that term. I am, let's call it a transition, for lack of a better word right now. My custody and child support transition. I don't know. Agreement. I don't know. We're working through it, but it can tend to be a little bit stressful for me, a lot of bit stressful, extremely stressful. Let's just be honest, people. And I'm just trying to turn that around. So one of the things that came to me that reminded me, my spirit, my inner being reminded me to give it to God. Give it to God. So I'm trying to build my empire. I have a million things I want to do. And what I did was I said, I prayed to God one night, and I prayed to the angels, and whoever you pray to, whatever feels good to you. You don't have to use the word God if you don't want to. And I prayed to what I call God. And I said, I know for sure that what you want me to do is follow my bliss. And I know for sure that following my bliss is helping people that need my help and singing. Those are the two, like writing the music that's going to pierce the souls of the people that I need to help, and speaking about my story and my skills and what I know. I know that brings me the most joy, and it's the easiest thing in the world for me to do, and the thing that most drives me and I'm most passionate about. But there's all this other shit. There's all these details, and I need to give them to you. And I could sense my own sense of relief, but I could also sense spirit going like, God, finally. And I kind of had to laugh at myself. Give the stress away to God, you know? And so every day I've been doing on Facebook, facebook.com/Darienne Empire. I have been doing and I have the book back here, A Course in Miracles daily lessons. And every day I've been doing those, usually in the morning, Eastern time, or around noon. So if you want to follow me there, you can. But I've been doing those, and I've been starting the day off with a prayer where I'm just giving the day to God and just following the guidance from then on. And the guidance comes through joy. You follow the things that make you feel good. And that's guidance. That is the guidance from the God that I know to be the realest, truest God, not some dogmatic God, but love. Love. That's God. And following that. And love doesn't feel anything other than good. And if it does, then it's not love, or it's your resistance to love. Because I know there's a lot of times there's heartbreak, right, in love. But that's not love. Just love in its purest form. So yeah, that was the guidance that I received for you guys, is when you really, and for myself, when you really want to manifest the big stuff, you hand over the details to God. And I know we say that all the time through the law of attraction teachings that we hear, you know, let it go, don't worry about the how. But one of the biggest things that Abraham Hicks talks about, and Abraham Hicks was actually supposed to be in the original Secret movie. Abraham Hicks was in the original Secret movie, and then they made some changes where they wanted to sort of be a little bit more commercial and send things out to the masses. And Esther Hicks, who is the woman who channels Abraham through Abraham Hicks, to make Abraham Hicks, she didn't feel so good about it, and so they pulled her part out. But what Abraham will tell you is that in the Secret, the part that they talk about that was removed from the Secret is that the biggest part of the law of attraction that a lot of people are missing, a lot of the gurus, is the spirituality. So a lot of our law of attraction teachers, they're not teaching you about accessing God, or whatever you want to call it. They're not talking about accessing this incredible, loving energy. Yes, they talk about the universe, but they don't talk about how there are like infinite amounts of beings, entities, whatever you want to call them, even just that energy, that are so laser focused on you and loving you and helping you to realize your dreams. And I can feel them cheering like, yes, 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 yes. Tell them we're here, we're here, we're here. And they're here to help you. And we're all walking around thinking that we're alone and that we have to conquer being a mastermind in order to manifest our dreams, becoming this magnificent manifester. But to really become a magnificent manifester is to employ the powers of Source. That one did not come from me. Employ the powers of Source to be the greatest manifester. So that is it. I think that feels good. We feel good. Everybody good about that? I'm sure we could go on forever. And I'm talking to the sky right now. Y'all know I'm not talking to the sky. So, as I mentioned before, earlier in our video, I am doing a 5K contest. The winner of that 5K contest will receive one of these. Ugh, if I can get it. A Course in Miracles. Not this specific one, but you will receive the Course in Miracles, which is the metaphysical text that many of our spiritual advisors in the public eye, such as Marianne Williamson and Gabrielle Bernstein, who is my coaching mentor, talk about and express the teachings of this book. It is an incredible book. I am doing the Facebook Live lessons every single day, so you will get this book, a little notation from moi, and you will get a 45-minute virtual meet and greet with me. You can use it as a coaching session, or you can use it to just pick my brain for 45 minutes, or just chat, whatever, doesn't really matter. And that will be your prize. All you have to do is subscribe here, and then head over to my Facebook page and my Instagram, both Darienne Empire. Follow me there, and then let me know on either one of them that you want to enter the 5K contest. And that's it. And we will be having lots more contests to go. Let's see, what else? If you're an empath and you want to be a rockin' empath, head over to my Facebook group called #RockinEmpath. That is an incredible, now self-sustaining group of absolute positivity. It's not like, let's all get together and bash narcissists, because that's not the kind of group I run. But it is the kind of group that says, let's all get together, empower ourselves, and remind ourselves how powerful we are. And there is a lot of really incredible people in there from all walks of life, men, women. It really is equally men, women of all ages and all professions, and it's really awesome. I love them. They're my mother effing peeps, you know what I'm saying? So head over there if you are an empath and want to connect. What else? I think that that's it. So I will be at YouTube Creator Day. I'm so excited. So I would tell you to head over to my Instagram or my Snapchat, and Darienne Music is my Snapchat, and follow my day, but you'll be getting this the day after. But I'm going to try to make a video for YouTube of me at YouTube Creator Day, if I can. I'm sure that they have no issue with people vlogging the entire time, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I get to go to the YouTube studio in Chelsea in New York, and I bring my computer, and it's a totally interactive workshop, and I get to meet other creators, and it's lots of fun. And it is the first of very many YouTube events that I will be invited to. So there you go, guys. I will see you next week. Be sure to subscribe so that you get these videos every single solitary week. I love you. Bye.